packed. So earlier on the show, I told you that in case you've been hearing Juneteenth, what exactly is that about? We have Tira here to tell us that. So for those who are not familiar with that, what is that? What is it about?
So Juneteenth is the oldest African American holiday. It signifies the end of slavery when the North Army marched down in Texas and told Southern slaves and told them that the war was over and their freedom. It's become and signified an opportunity to come out and celebrate Pan-African celebration of liberation, freedom, joy. In Canadian context, we're a British colony, so we celebrate August 1st with Emancipation Day, and the abolishment of slavery in British context. However, as I earlier said, in the prairie context, we often gravitate towards African American influences, and Juneteenth has come together across North America, I would say, as one of the more larger celebrations of freedom, of joy. If you've ever seen the film Tupac with Tupac and Janet Jackson, Poetic Justice, that was the origins. We're on our fourth cookout, but that was some of the origins for us, is thinking about imagining heritage community with very vibrant Black influences. But yeah, the origins of it come from the symbolizing the significance of the end of slavery, and now continue on today with a celebration yearly celebrated across North America in different ways of artistic expression.
So it signifies the end of slavery, but when you see the world today, do you think that there's been a lot of progression towards the end of slavery, like in celebrating it? Is it just marking it, or do people actually live it in their daily lives?
Yeah, I think it's similar to Black History Month. We have a lot of work to undo and say that every day should be Juneteenth. Every day should be, we represent the significant historical contributions of African and Caribbean Canadians. So I think that, in particular, another reason why we picked Juneteenth is because that's, it's Indigenous Peoples Month, it's Pride, and so within the heritage community, we want to have that Rainbow Coalition be vibrantly seen, felt, heard. So I think that we're taking small steps towards it. I think that in a long walk to freedom, we've got a long way to go. Yeah, we've taken some significant steps forward, I believe.
Okay, now this is a community cookout. Is this the fourth one?
Yes.
The fourth one. Okay, I'm going to bring Archangel into the house here. Okay, so what are we to expect at the Juneteenth? You're going to be there, obviously.
For sure. I'm there for the food, but I was told to eat, I have to perform, so okay.
Well, wait, it's free entry, right?
Yes. He might have to pay about it.
Okay, you might have to pay. Sorry I did that to you.
I don't mind. But it's a good time for African brethren, and I say African not by people who are only from the continent, but like everyone whose skin color has a bit of melanin, right? Because I feel whether you're Caribbean, African American, Canadian American, African Canadian, you all came from the motherland, right? And so for me, I see our job, those of us who are directly coming in from the motherland, our job is to speak life into the consciousness of our brothers and sisters here, to make them realize who they are, they're kings. This system makes this colonial system or post-slavery system makes them believe they're descendants of slaves, but they have to understand that before, their ancestors became slaves, their ancestors were kings, right? And so, and even going into the whole issue of what slavery is, how it all came about, right? You would realize that, it was done from a malicious intent on the colonial part, right?
Yeah.
And so I would say we just have to remind them, of the glory days, of our people, when the European continent was having what they call the Dark Ages. We were having what we call the Golden Ages, right? We're
all outside playing, having fun. That's the African spirit.
Oh yeah, we had the first university, in Timbuktu. We had the Dogon tribe of Mali plotting astronomical charts. We had the Great Wall of Benin. We had so many things, man. You know, I mean, today they are trying to say Egypt is not part of Africa, that is in the Middle East, but you know, the ancient Egyptians were dark skinned.
They were dark skinned, yeah.
You know, the Great Pyramids that no one understands, which is weird. Like, oh, how did they do it? They were smart. That's how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had a lot of time, right? So they had a lot of people. They had like human labor, right? Imhotep, you know, person who wrote the first poem, first professor of medicine. You know, so a lot of, and that's one thing I hate about the colonial system. It makes the world believe that black people, and I don't like using that word black, but I'll use it just in this context. Black people have no contribution to the evolution of humanity. That everything that has to do with advancement happened from you know, our European brothers. But I tend to disagree. History tends to disagree with them, right? And as a matter of fact, if we're being factual, majority of what has taken the world back was done by our European brothers and sisters.
Yeah, definitely.
The atomic bombs, you know, like there's, you know.
Yeah. I think also, as you talk about like the historical, and then taking it into a present, I think that's beautiful for our Thompson Food Collective, like our young kids in the community, to see poets like Eric, Vuyo, who's going to be emceeing, Miss Howie, me, a lot of our community members. I think that's, I go back to when I was a kid in the 90s, I never got to see that. I never got to see and hear a man with such confidence speak from a place of knowledge and self-love like Eric. And I think that that's what captivates events like this, is that I hope that we get to showcase Black expression in a cultural way that is inviting to we're all African, let's all celebrate.
We're not hoping, that's what we're expecting.
That's what we're it's gonna be a cookout.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cookout. I mean,
sure.
there's gonna be food, there's gonna be Archangel there. I mean, if you listen to him, Dunes from the Sahara. Yeah. You know, he was going all Egypt and pyramid. I'm like, wait a minute.
I know, I was like,
Is
there's
it
gonna be some disco. There's gonna be a DJ.
It's gonna be fun.
There's some deep brothers, there's some fun brothers.
Who is the deep, who is the fun brother?
you've kind of speaking to two of them. But there's some other fun.
Okay. So besides that, just in case, he's a poet, so that's where all the words are coming from, and then you can go check out his book, Dunes from the Sahara.
Yes.
You could pay me for that one later.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you could go check it out. All these words out there, and he's going to be performing. And I think last year he was there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your experience last year?
It was good. It was good seeing people out supporting, you know, a noble cause. You know, I feel like Juneteenth should be more popular, because when you ask certain folks, they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and that also says something about the educational system as well.
Yeah.
Right? It's a day that should be entrenched into everybody's mind.
I think, and I think another reason why I actually thought it was that a lot of Africans, especially people that just came now, there's a bit of isolation there. Like, you're away from home, and then I see this as an opportunity, because when I saw his video, very, very nice. You could go check out his page. There's what's your page? Because I'm not gonna
Fans of art. I'm only on Instagram, sorry.
Okay, fans of art.
I can't do another one.
There was a very wonderful performance by him there, and you're going to see a lot more from that. And I feel like it's a way for them to connect with their culture, with their heritage. Now I'm going to go back to something there, because I know it's not just food. It's also a fundraiser, right? It's for the Thompson Food Collective.
Yes.
So it's a free entry. How's that going to happen?
Well, mutual aid. That's definitely the origins of the Black Panther Party, the free breakfast program that we've been running for over 2 years, or it's going on 2 years. Thompson was built and dedicated by, you know, Black Panther ideology of mutual aid, and so we have committed community members that dedicate funds, resources, their time and efforts into making this program what it is, and we're excited that we've become a cooperative now. And this summer we're advancing to have every Super Saturdays we're gonna have free education for all ages and food to bring community together every Saturday. That'll help complement the Sunday fun days that go on in Pepsi Park every Sunday. So yeah, programs like this are only capable by working class communities coming together in efforts of solidarity, and we couldn't do it without our neighbors, support our businesses, our city councilors that are in our favor. It's just a pleasure to live in Heritage, and have days like this cookout are just reflective of the beliefs of our community, that we are in it together, and let's turn up the tunes and have a good time.
Okay, so while you're having a good time, it's for a good cause. Always remember that it's for a good cause. You're enjoying it at the same time. You also need to help the community. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. You can always check out, I think that's Thompson Food Collective, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And if someone's listening now and wants to support, might not be able to attend the cookout, how can they support?
Yeah, please, we are Thompson Food Collective on Instagram, and then you can go right to our website, and then you can sign up to support one of the. You can donate, you can volunteer. We're excited that throughout the summer, like I said, we'll be there, and then in the fall we're going to have some after school programs, and we're committed to continuously finding new ways to engage with our neighborhood through food and education and fun.
Okay.
And I would say, like, when you come to one of these events and you see, you know, the impact on the ground to these kids, you know, it's not just like, these are real lives being impacted, right? Folks who naturally might not have access to breakfast, right? They are guaranteed a meal just by community support, right? So for me, when I went there, I was touched, you know, I was really, really touched.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that all those that come, and in case you have your calendars mapped, do save that date for June 19. We also have something happening June 18. Remind them.
Yes, Halal Fest is going on at the local mosque in Heritage Community, just off of Winnipeg and 12. A full day, it's a full fun day of different festivals. So I think it just shows again the working class values of inclusion, of celebration of the Heritage community. We have Halal Fest on a Thursday, Juneteenth on a Friday. It's a fun, vibrant place to be.
Definitely.
So come on out.
This is why I like the month of June. I like summer already. Like it's feeling like summer.
Yeah.
So there are lots of things for you to do. June 18, June 19. You could check them out at the Hampton Project on Instagram. You could also check out Archangel at Fans of Arch. Yeah, you can listen to his poetry. Very nice one. So yeah, lots of things happening. Yeah, and we're gonna watch him and Vuyo. Vuyo is gonna be doing what? Acting? What's Vuyo gonna be doing?
Vuyo is
gonna be everywhere.
He's an amazing actor. He might just do a monologue scene right there as being an MC.
Vuyo's our local Jamie Foxx. That can do whatever. He can do it all.
Shout out to Vuyo if you can hear this, man. God bless you.
Okay, and of course to all the team, because I know it's not just two of you. There are lots of people behind this initiative. Who are they? Tier?
Oh, shout out to Danielle, Candace, Sean Cook. We have Chef Mike. Other organizations that support, Barbara from the Log House Cabin that helps support. Shout out to the entire Thompson Food Collective team and all the supporters of the Hampton Project that make fighting settler colonialism a real treat in the Heritage community.
And we get to see this next year, right? Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And next 3 years, going on and on.
Dare to struggle, dare to win.
All right then. Okay. While we're still gonna look at this for next year, next 2 years, keep the date June 19th, and of course we still have some optimism for Bafana, right?
Oh yeah. I was saying earlier there was going to be a point, but I now just talking and hearing you guys talk that Nigeria is not even in the tournament. Now I'm starting to feel a little more confident. We're going to take the check down and we're going to win the next game.
Go Bafana, Mexico.
Yeah, like it was a 2-0. Like seriously, you guys didn't even score one. Not one goal.
You can't beat the host country in the first game.
Oh yeah, so you guys are playing humble, right?
Okay.
Oh, it was a diplomatic loss. Okay.
I love that. And that's what I like about Canada. They have a way to just say things so very nice. Yeah, like you lost. No, I just gave you the way. Okay, this is how we call it a close. Keep it a date June 19th for the Juneteenth community cookout at the Maple Park. 5 p.m. Keep it a date, June 19th, and go check your Instagram page at the Hampton Project. Because we show love, there's no hate here. I'm gonna play you another South African music.
I'm gonna do a really short haiku poem for because I know this is also like mental health month, so I'm gonna just do one for.
Okay, when you do one, when you do one with just quickly.
No, yeah, it's a haiku, it's 3 lines.
Okay.
Breath in your lungs is stronger than fears in your mind. Remember to breathe.
All right, we're breeding already. That was quite short. Okay, check it out at Fonts of Art. I'm gonna leave you this one at Tandolwetu. Keep it a date, June 19th. Don't forget, don't miss out on the community cookout, June 19th at the Maple Park. Free food, free entry for a good cause.